Morning, dear students. I hope you're fine and keeping well. Today, I'm going to teach you English Literature, Chapter 2, Kaku and Lal Hawa. Introduction. This is a story about a little boy, Kaku. He loved the sound of the train and he named the train Lal Hawa. Kaku lived in a small village called Choti Dadi. Kaku is a little boy who lived in a small village called Choti Dadi. If you translate Choti Dadi in English, it means small grandmother. Every day, Kaku had to walk to the school. He loved the long walk to school because he had made a new friend on his way. So, every day, Kaku used to go to school walking. His school was far away from his village. So he loved to go to his school walking because he had made a friend on his way. So when you all come to school, how you all make friends? Same way, Kaku, he made a friend on his way to school and he used to wait to go to school to just meet his friend. No one knew why he loved walking past the green paddy fields, the village lake, and the old ground to reach school. No one knew Kaku's little big secret on the way to school, not even Amma. Now, Kaku, he loved to go to school because he had made a new friend. But no one knew why. He used to love to pass the green paddy field. You know what is paddy field? Field where rice is grown. Okay, in your village, maybe you have seen the paddy field there. It's green, it looks beautiful. So he loved to walk past the green paddy field. He loved to cross the lake, the old ground to reach his school. No one knew his secret. Why? Why he loved to go to school and pass the paddy field, the lake, the old ground. Not even Amma. Amma means his mother. Every morning, Kaku would be ready in a school uniform, eagerly waiting for his tiffin box. As soon as he got his tiffin box, he would run out of the house to meet his friend Lal Hawa. So every morning, Kaku would get ready, wear his uniform and wait eagerly for his tiffin box. What do you mean by eagerly? That means strongly wanting something. He used to wait eagerly. He wanted the tiffin so that he take his tiffin and he just run to school. So as he gets his tiffin box, he used to go running. And then on his way, he would meet his friend Lal Hawa. Yes, his friend name was Lal Hawa. He loved to go and see and watch his friend Lal Hawa. As he crossed the paddy fields, soft chuck chuck sound greeted Kaku. Now, while he's going to school on his way, as he passed the paddy field, a soft sound he could hear, chuck, chuck. He was happiest when he heard Lal Hawa coming. When he used to hear the sound of chuck, chuck, he used to get very happy. He used to get very excited. He always got the best view of Lal Hawa from the top of a small mud hill near the village lake. So, there was a small mud hill near the village lake. So, he used to climb on that and he used to watch Lal Hawa coming. Kaku knew just the place when the speeding Lal Hawa would whistle. Now Kaku knew the exact place where the Lal Hawa will come and whistle loud. So he knew where it comes and whistle. He stood there to watch Lal Hawa coming. He believed Lal Hawa said hello in its language when it whistled. Kaku whistled back, welcoming Lal Hawa. Now, whenever he heard the whistle blowing, Kaku felt as if Lal Hawa is telling him hello. Like when we see a friend, we meet a friend, we greet them, we ask them, hello Mukul, hello Bhavya, hello Shaila, hello Shayan, how are you? When we meet a friend, we greet them. Same way, when Lal Hawa was coming and when it comes and it whistles, Kaku feels as if Lal Hawa is telling him hello. And as Lal Hawa whistles, even Kaku whistles back. Standing on the small hill, Kaku saw Lal Hawa become bigger and bigger. In second, Lal Hawa covered the whole blue sky as it chugged forward. Kaku jumped with joy. Now what happened? Kaku was standing on the small mud hill and Kaku saw Lal Hawa coming towards him, and it was small, then it became big, and then it became bigger. Like it kept on becoming bigger and bigger. And then in a second, Lal Hawa covered the whole blue sky. So Lal Hawa started becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and covered the whole sky. And the sound of chucked, 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 chucked means made loud noise while moving. Okay, making loud noise while moving. Kaku jumped with joy. Now Kaku became very happy. He was very excited because Lal Hawa was coming closer to him, closer to him. Now children, we end here. We'll do the other part of the story in our next class. Now I'm giving you some work. The exercise is given here. Please read whatever is done in today's class and do the exercise given. If you have any problem, you can talk to me or discuss it in the group. Please be safe, take care of you, and do all your homework on time. Thank you and have a great day. Hello, my dear students. Today I will be teaching you English Literature, Chapter 2, Kaku and Lal Hawa, Part 2. The second chapter Kaku and Lal Hawa. And the second, he clapped and waved as Lal Hawa chucked past him. As his eyes followed its magical wheels, he saw small hands waving to him. He ran along with Lal Hawa, waving back at the small hands. Now, in the first part, I taught you about Lal Hawa. So, he used to stand on a small mud hill and watch Lal Hawa coming. So, as he saw Lal Hawa coming, he heard the chuck of Lal Hawa. He clapped and waved out his hands. He was very happy. He was excited to look at Lal Hawa. His eyes followed the wheel when Lal Hawa was moving. Kaku was watching the wheels moving. He saw small hands waving to him. You know, children, when we are going in the train, we see people waving out. No, even you do it when you're in the train. From the window you wave out. When you look at children outside, they are waving out to you. Same way, Kaku saw small hands waving out to him. He ran along with Lal Hawa. He started running with the train and he started waving out at the children. Whoever was waving out to him, he was waving back to them. Kaku loved meeting Lal Hawa every day. He liked its red paint, its fast moving wheels and the chuck sound it made as it moved. Every night he prayed for Lal Hawa to stop at his village just once. Kaku loved meeting Lal Hawa every day. I hope, children, you all know who is Lal Hawa. Okay? Lal Hawa is the train. He is talking about the train. So, Kaku, he just loved meeting Lal Hawa. He liked its red paint. The train was painted red, so he was very fond of that color. And the wheel moving and making the sound chuck. Every night he used to pray that once, at least once, I want Lal Hawa to stop at my village so that I could meet Lal Hawa. One day, Kaku asked his school teacher, why doesn't Lal Hawa stop at Choti Dadi, sir? So one day, Kaku asked his school teacher, like how you all ask me some questions, same way Kaku asked his teacher that why doesn't Lal Hawa stop at Choti Dadi? You know, children, train, like example, Jan Shatabdi. These trains don't stop in all the places. They have a certain stoppage, certain place to stop. So same way, this train never used to stop in Kaku's village. So he is asking his teacher, why is the train not stopping at Choti Dadi? His teacher replied, Kaku, our village is too small for the mighty Lal Hawa. Now Kaku asked his teacher that why doesn't Lal Hawa stop at Choti Dadi? So his teacher his teacher replied that the village is very small for the mighty Lal Hawa. For Lal Hawa means for the train to stop. That means it's a small village. So that is why the train does not stop there. Kaku was sad. His Amma gently consoled him by saying, "Don't be sad, Kaku. I am sure Lal Hawa will stop here one day." But Lal Hawa never stopped. Every day it raced past the village lake, leaving Kaku alone on the small mud hill. So, when his teacher told Kaku that the village is very small for Lal Hawa to stop there, so Kaku was very sad. So his mother consoled him. Consoled means when somebody is very sad, to comfort him. Okay, to pet him, to comfort him. So his mother told him that, "Don't worry, Kaku, one day Lal Hawa will surely stop at Choti Dadi." But Lal Hawa never stopped. And every day Kaku used to stand on the small mud hill, and Lal Hawa used to leave Kaku alone on the mud hill and move further. A few days later, Kaku reached the small hill as usual. He could see Lal Hawa approaching. Kaku closed his eyes and started praying that his dear friend would stop. So, what Kaku did, he saw, as usual, whenever Kaku used to go to school, he used to stand on the mud hill. Same way he went and he stood on the mud hill, and he saw Lal Hawa coming. He closed his eyes and he said that, "I wish today Lal Hawa would stop here." His eyes were closed, but he wondered why his ears could not hear the chuck-chuck of Lal Hawa. Startled, he opened his eyes. So, while the train was approaching, he closed his eyes and he said, "I wish Lal Hawa stops here." When he closed his eyes, he couldn't hear the chuck-chuck of Lal Hawa. So suddenly he opened his eyes and he was startled. Startled means to be shocked. He was shocked. He couldn't believe what he had seen. There, right in front of him, Lal Hawa had stopped. Kaku could not believe it. When Kaku opened his eyes, he was shocked to see Lal Hawa had stopped in Choti Dadi. At Choti Dadi, Lal Hawa had stopped. So when Kaku opened his eyes and he saw Lal Hawa there, he was shocked. He couldn't believe that yes, Lal Hawa stopped at Choti Dadi. Dear student, read the chapter and do the exercise given below. Thank you and have a nice day.